guys, welcome to my channel about art and creativity. I've left a short introduction in the description below, so let's without wasting time start with some simple and funny art exercises that can help you to find inspiration, new ideas, explore your imagination and just have a great time. So let's get started.
Okay, so I'm using watercolor and begin with creating a paint splash. I add paint randomly, mixing colors. You can use any colors combinations and allow yourself to be messy. The only thing is, because my idea is to create some kind of trees or forest, I place the main paint area in the middle of paper. This will give me some space to create lines by letting the paint to run down. These lines will be the trunks of the trees. And I just made some sort of border lines where I would like paint to stop, but it's also okay if it runs down till the edge of paper. These watercolors, I like very much to see how paint is moving and mixing, blending when you move the paper. Sometimes it gives a very interesting effects. While paint is still wet, I can add some extra colors and make the image look more like a forest by drawing some branches and maybe showing the roots of trees or adding extra trunks. To make image more dimensional, to create illusion of depth, I use darker colors for elements, areas that I want to be on the foreground. And I leave areas with light colors to indicate midground. And the background here is the white color of the paper. In the same time, such tones combination can show the direction of light source on the picture. So here is our small forest, and I think it looks quite pretty already. Now, after paint is dry, I can continue and make this forest magic, the forest from our imagination. I do use micron pen for drawing, and I like very much the quality of lines that it can provide. But you can use any type of waterproof pens or ink. In some areas I just follow the contour of branches or trunks of the trees, and from time to time add in extra lines to create illusion of creeper plants. And at first sight, I couldn't recognize any animals, birds or objects here, so I decided just to go with doodles to fill in the spaces. And you know, doodles can be quite a nice option if you don't have any ideas. So just draw different forms. But then I could see these two little birds sitting on the branch. So I'm drawing them now. And here maybe a python that is hiding between leaves. So what else? In this blue area I could see the giant bird. So I'm drawing it now. You can see. So just let your imagination to rule. No need to think how accurate and proportional your drawing will be. Maybe you will decide to place a tree house here, or maybe something unusual like flying whale. Why not? You won't have any wrong decisions here. Just imagine and create. So here is the middle stage of my drawing and the final result. And this is one more picture that I made before and sharing now for your inspiration. And I also will be very glad if you share with me any ideas about this image. What do you see here? I would like to draw here something very interesting, so let me know in comments if you could recognize something in these paint splashes. I will consider all ideas, and in the next video I will show you what came of it. Now it's time for the second exercise that I like a lot. And I begin with blobs, but this time they should have more clear edges, preferably light colors, and should have random abstract shapes. As you can guess, each blob will be the head. I do fit them in square 15 to 15 centimeters, but you can use the whole page, of course. Also, the more unusual is the shape, the more challenging it can be to draw a head in it. When paint is dry, it's time, as they say, to unleash your creativity. So there are no strict rules here. You don't need to worry about proportions or correct distance between parts of the face. It actually can be only the face that have same contour as the blob. Or you can draw different hairstyles, add accessories, etc. This is actually what I'm doing now. For the first character, I decided to leave a lot of space for the hair. And you know, I live in Turkey and it's so hot here at the moment. So I dream about this cool autumn weather. And I think that's why my imagination gives me such images like this blue girl with leaves in her hair and warm scarf. You can draw heads absolutely differently. I mean, use different sizes and proportions, and also add more or less details, make them more or less complicated. But if you want to make this group in one style, my advice is to choose one of few elements and repeat them same way in each image. Like here, I decided to draw eyes in the same style. They are not identical, of course, but look alike. Also, I'm going to draw a line around the chin as well as cheeks where it's possible. This way, using some common elements, I create one style for the group of images. Another example, you can draw same shape of the face for all characters, let's say circle, and combine it with absolutely different hairstyles. There are many different options here you can use. If you know me from Instagram, you also know that I'm fascinated with drawing portraits, and most of them are realistic or semi-realistic. And to be honest with you, sometimes it can be very difficult for me to capture correct proportions, especially for unusual angles of head. And I spend a lot of time with the drawing. So doing exercises like this, I allow myself to relax on 100% and maybe make mistakes and don't worry about it too much. Coming back to our drawing. With the yellow shape, I decided to choose the easy way and draw a more usual proportional face and use the space around for the big head. I also don't forget about these key elements I mentioned above: eyes, cheeks and chin. If you decide to practice this type of drawings, you can get some ideas from magazines. I always check fashion magazines for unusual accessories, fabric prints, and even maybe some interesting facial expressions. So talking about facial expressions, I decided to enrich this group by adding different type of character, a singing girl, and she is going to have a big headphones. And I just thought that it can be also an interesting idea to draw such characters as people of different professions in their uniforms, for example. There really can be a plenty of options. And more you practice, even doing such funny, simple drawings, more ideas you will have. And of course, I have to complete this composition with the cat. I like to draw cats and show their characters or place them in different situations. I know I was going to draw only heads, human heads, here, but why not to draw the whole cat? There are no rules in art, they say. And there in the top right corner is the sun. I thought I needed some element of summer here, and it was a good option for the yellow blob, so why not? In the beginning, I didn't have any idea or plan how I was going to draw these characters. So I made underdrawing with pencil to give myself a chance to correct something that I don't like. And after I'm happy with everything, I can proceed with micron pen, or you can use any other waterproof pens. So actually I just repeat the lines of my underdrawing contour, but maybe we'll add some extra details in the process. You can do some hatching here, draw some small details, or just keep it simple. It all depends on your ideas and imagination. In addition to the black contour, I'm going to add some more colors here. And I'm using markers of the same colors as a watercolor base, but much brighter tones. It will add some nice contrast and make images more interesting. And in the same time, I think it will unite all images in this composition. So our old lady is following the fashion trends, so let her accessories look accordingly. I would recommend to use just maybe 2-3 colors and vary their intensity, or maybe try to make monochrome images. I think should also look very interesting. You can also experiment with different mediums and use colored pencils, acrylic paints instead of markers. I think these characters look pretty nice. What do you think? I will be very glad to receive your comments, and please let me know if you would like to see more creative exercises like this. So along with this, I'm planning to make some more tutorial videos about drawing portraits in different styles, and I'm going to try and compare different methods and techniques, and we'll be sharing it with you in next videos. I have a lot of ideas at the moment, and I will be very glad if you support me by subscribing and leaving comments and likes. So there are a few more details, and here is the final result. Thank you very much for watching till the end, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you a great creative days ahead.